we are the group 3, so today we will explore the rich and beautiful world of Muslim art here in the Philippines. Muslim art in the Philippines plays an important role in expressing the culture and identity of many communities in Mindanao. These art forms are known for their rich colors, detailed patterns, and deep symbolic meaning that reflect their way of life. Since Islamic tradition avoids using images of humans or animals in religious art, Muslim artists focuses on shapes, lines, patterns, textile carvings, and decorative designs to show their creativity and beliefs. In this topic, we will explore the different elements of Muslim arts, particularly geometric, floral, and orchid patterns, as well as the unique textile tradition of the Maranao, Maguindanao, Tausug, Yakan, and Sama. This artistic style not only highlight their craftsmanship but also reveal their history, values, and cultural identity. Let's start.
Let's proceed to geometric patterns. So, geometric patterns are designs made from repeated shapes, lines, and angles, often created according to mathematical rules. Geometric patterns are made from basic shapes such as circle, squares, triangles, stars, and polygons that are repeated, interlaced, and arranged in order sequences. So, kaninga patterns is emphasize order, balance, unity, and harmony, which can be understood as reflecting an organized, well-ordered universe in Islamic belief. So, they are widely used to decorate mosques and many everyday objects like tiles, textiles, pottery, and metalwork covering surfaces, which continues precise designs. So next is floral patterns. So floral patterns are decorative design featuring flowers, leaves, and other botanical elements, commonly seen in textiles like clothing, home decor, and art. Next is floral patterns, so often called arabesques, using stylized leaves, vines, stems, and flowers that curve and flow across a surface instead of using straight lines. So the plant are not drawn realistically. Instead, they are simplified and repeatedly curved to create a sense of movement, rhythm, and elegance. So kani nga design is commonly symbolize ideas like growth, life, peace, and the beauty of nature. And they are also very popular in Islamic decoration on walls, manuscripts, and objects.
Next topic is ochre pattern. Ochre is the famous traditional art of the Maranao people. It is known for its characteristic and spiral design. Ochre is seen in wood carvings houses like the Torogan, wood, and metal work. There are two kinds of ochre. Ochre adato gold and angular masculine. Ochre represents street beauty and cultural identity. Ochre present example ochre. Rectilinear vines with charm, bends firm like spirals with pinker angular stroke, geometric border framing Torogan vents, pahulong carvings projecting from the Torogan royal house. Ochre abay. Feminine ochre, more curvilinear following an ornate design used in textiles, brushwork, gador jars, and fine wood carvings. Mauni ang picture sa masculine design. So mauni ang picture sa both angular at geometric.
So in my discussion, let's tackle about Maranao textile and Maguindanao textile. So first, introduction. Philippine textile from Mindanao are rich in cultural identity. Maranao and Maguindanao textiles reflect our history and traditions. The cloth made in Mindanao or the Philippines is full of culture and tells a lot about the people who make it. The Maranao and Maguindanao people are really good at making clothes. Their design and how they make it, it shows their art and old traditions. Each piece of clothes has a story and shows who they are. Maranao textile, known for a famous enaul and langkit. Design often include ochre patterns, bright colors, and symbolizing bravery, rank, and status. The Maranao people are known for their beautiful textiles. They make special fabrics called enaul and langkit. Their design often have ochre patterns, which are curly and leaf-like shapes. The colors are used bright and colorful. The colors show bravery, rank, and importance. Their textiles are a big part of their cultures and traditions. Significance of Maranao weaving. Represent cultural pride and identity. Used in traditional clothing and ceremonies. Passed down through generations. Maranao weaving is a super important to their cultures. It shows how proud they are and who they are and where they come from. They use their weavings in special clothes and during the important ceremonies. These skills is taught from parents to children, so it keeps going for many years. It's a way of keeping their traditions alive. Maguindanao textile, famous for inaol fabric, uses rich colors like gold, green, and red, represent elegance and cultural identity. The Maguindanao people are the famous of their inaol fabric. Their clothes uses fancy colors like gold, green, and red. It shows how elegant and special their culture is. The inaol fabric is a way for them to show who they are and what their tradition meant to them. Significance of Maguindanao weaving, symbol of dignity and heritage. Used in celebrations, weddings, and royal events. Preserves traditional craftsmanship. Maguindanao weaving is a symbol of their pride and history. They use it to show respect and honor their tradition. You'll see it big celebrations like weddings and events for royal people. Making this weaving is a skill that's been passed down, so it helps keep their own ways alive. Comparison. Both highlight cultural identity and art history. Maranao textile focus more on ochre motifs. Maguindanao textiles highlights elegant colors and combination. Both Maranao and Maguindanao clothes are super important for showing who they are and their beautiful skills. Maranao cloth often uses design with curly shapes called okir. On the other hand, Maguindanao cloth is known for its fancy and pretty color combination that look like really elegant. Both of them are special, but they have their own unique styles. So in conclusion, Maranao and Maguindanao textiles are treasured cultural creation. This shows the skill, identity, and the heritage of the people of Mindanao. Maranao and Maguindanao clothes are like treasures because they show culture of Mindanao. They tell us about the skills, who the people are, and their history. These clothes are really important to other people, for the Mindanaoan people.
We're gonna tackle about Tausug textile. So Tausug textile is most permanently known as pishabit, a square, hand-woven headcloths with intricate geometric patterns made from cotton and silk. This prized textile is a significant cultural symbol, worn during important occasions and used in other traditional and modern applications. So we have a key characteristic and uses of pishabit. We have materials, patterns, and shape. Also the weaving techniques. So these materials traditionally made from cotton and silk. And then the shape is always a square. The pattern features intricate and complex geometric. Weaving techniques create using a multicolor process called pishabit, which involves adding supplementary weft threads to create the detailed pattern. So the uses of head covering, primarily worn as a headcloth or the piece. And then the ceremonial wear, a common and visible part of traditional Tausug attire, especially at wedding and other significant event. So this is the other application or example, which is the mask, the curtains, if you see that. So the pishabit is a symbol of the Tausug people's rich cultural heritage and their connection to ancestral traditions. It represents colorful history and status often displayed during celebrations. And that's all. Thank you.
So next is Yakan textile and Sama Bajau textile. The word for Yakan woven cloth is tanon, which literally means woven cloth. So Yakan textiles refer to the fabrics woven by the Yakan people, using traditional weaving techniques on loom, with wrap and wave threads to produce clothes often used for garments such as head covering and other textiles. Characteristic of Yakan textiles. So first we have bright and vibrant colors. Yakan textiles use bright and vibrant colors to show the lively spirit and the strong cultural identity of the Yakan people. The bold colors make the pattern stand out and reflect joy and nature. So second is geometric and symmetrical patterns. In Yakan textiles are carefully arranged shapes like diamonds and lines that are evenly balanced in both sides. These patterns shows the weaver's skills and represents harmony, order, and beauty in their cultures. Made through hand loom weaving means the fabric is woven manually using a traditional woven loom without machines. This process requires patience and skills, making each textile carefully crafted and unique. So the last is motif inspired by nature and cultures. Means that the design in Yakan textiles are based on things around them, like rice grains, flowers, and leaves. These patterns symbolize their belief, daily life, and respect for nature. Example of Yakan textiles. Siputangan, a colorful square cloth used a head cover or belt.
So siputangan is a colorful square cloth that the Yakhan people wear on their head or around their waist like a belt. Inamalan, cloth used for skirt or traditional wear. Inamalan is a type of cloth that Yakhan people use to make skirts or traditional clothes. It has beautiful patterns and is worn during special occasions. The last is Bongasama, fabric with design symbolizing growth and abundance. Bongasama is a type of cloth with patterns that stand for growth and plenty. The designs remind people of good harvest and happy successful life. Sama Bajau textiles generally refer to the woven fabrics and mats made with the Sama Bajals. Characteristic of Sama Bajau textiles, made from natural plant or fibers. The cloth is woven using phytophthora plants, like leaves or threads from trees, instead of plastic or factory-made materials. Hand woven with skills and patience. The fabric is made carefully by hand, not by machines. The weaver makes slowly and with focus and create neat and beautiful designs. Bright, colorful designs means the fabric uses strong, happy colors that stand out and look cheerful. Geometric or nature-inspired pattern. The designs are made of shapes like squares or diamond, or pictures that look like things from nature, such as waves, flowers, and leaves. Useful for everyday lives. The woven mats or clothes that can be used every day, like for sleeping on, sitting on the floor, or decoration the house to make it look like nice.
So next is cultural symbolism. Cultural symbolism is a specific type of symbolism that is deeply rooted in the shared beliefs, values, and history of a particular culture or society. These symbols derive their meaning from the cultural context in which they are used, and their interpretation can vary significantly across different cultures. For example, in Western cultures, white is often associated with purity, innocence, and readiness. However, in some Eastern cultures, white is associated with mourning and funerals. Owl. In many Western cultures, owls symbolize wisdom. However, in some African cultures, owls are associated with bad luck or witchcraft. Symbolism. Symbolism is the use of objects, people, colors, sounds, or ideas to represent something else. It's a way of conveying deeper meanings and abstract concepts through concrete representations. Symbols can invoke emotions, ideas, or associations that go beyond their literal meanings. I get there an example. A dove is a common symbol of peace. The dove itself is just a bird, but through cultural association, it has come to represent the abstract concept of peace.
Proceed to craftsmanship. Muslims art forms are created using skills passed down through generations. Crafts people use. So first is hand-woven looms, refers to a loom operated by hand, not by electricity, to interlace strands and create fabric. This process, known as hand weaving, is traditional method where a skilled artisan manually operates the loom to weave the warp and weave yarns, resulting in unique handcrafted textiles. This is our example of hand-woven looms, include a rigid handle looms, tapestry looms, and backcrop looms, which are all used for manual textile creation. Other types are frame looms, which are simple and often used for tapestries, ankle looms for narrow strips, and floor looms, which are large and freestanding. So next is carving tools. Carving tools are specialized implements used to shape various materials like wood, stone, linoleum, and clay, with the specific tools varying greatly depending on the material's hardness and the desired detail level. These are examples of carving tools, includes knives, chisels, and gouges for basic shaping and detail, while other tools like mallets, jerk knives, V-tools, and power carving tools are used for more specific tasks like streaking, removing large amounts of wood, creating lines, or achieving a refined finish. Next is natural dyes. Natural dyes are colorants derived from plant, animal, or mineral sources. As opposed to synthetic chemical process, they have been historical use for textiles, food, and cosmetics are currently gaining interest for their sustainability, biodegradability, and use in eco-friendly application. Their example of natural dyes include plant-based sources like indigo, blue and turmeric, or yellow food waste such as onion skin, yellow and avocado fats, pink and animal-based sources like cochineal insects, red. Other examples include mother rot, red, walnut husk, brown, and marigolds, yellow. And the last, traditional techniques. Their work requires patience, precision, and creativity, making each piece a representation of their culture and artistry.
Muslim arts in the Philippines reflect a strong connection between tradition and creativity through geometric, floral, and ochre patterns as well as the unique textiles of the Maranao, Maguindanao, Tausug, Yakan, and Sama. We see the beauty and identity of these communities. Their craftsmanship keeps their culture alive and connection to inspire future generation. So, so let's move on the conclusion. Muslim arts and Philippine these arts from is a powerful expression of tradition, flat and creativity by Muslim communities in the Philippines. So what is it is different by the craftsmanship, preserves the cultural identity and beauty of these communities, serving as an undoing information for the future. So that's all. Thank you.